everyone. I'm here with Shades at Night and Dukealoops1993.
Hey! I wanted to be awkwardly silent.
Just make them think that they're not they're not here and make me look like I'm crazy.
That'd be great if somehow our voices were picked up at all and you just sound like a crazy person. It's like when they take Garfield strips and remove Garfield and make his owner look really crazy.
Yes. Or like the Rugrats, and there's no reason for Angelica to actually be able to understand babies, so she's just.
Why are you putting up Rugrats logic into this?
Because
it's a classic thing that I've seen everyone say, like, wait a minute, she's 3. How the hell does she know what they're saying?
Yeah, she's crazy.
Anyway.
Yeah, we were totally here to talk about Rugrats.
Why not?
It's the greatest television show of our generation.
I preferred Hey Arnold more.
You monster. You weren't front in line to see the Rugrats movie, were you?
I only got to see it on VHS. I did see the Paris one in theaters.
Actually, that's the same story with me. I didn't see the Wild Boar Fairies one that they were both in.
Yeah, that would... Yeah, let's totally make a crossover where they...
I remember, because the one thing they kept talking about was that the dog would talk and he's voiced by Bruce Willis.
Yeah. Yeah, let's totally do a movie
with... I have no idea
with...
why we're talking about this still.
Yeah, let's do a movie with a... Sorry. So, if you haven't guessed already, we're here to do some more thoughts on the Gordon TV series that Fox is going to inevitably cancel because it's Fox.
Oh, hey. I don't know, this is Batman. I don't know if they'll just be, ready to cancel this, unless it's ungodly horrible.
Yeah, it's definitely got a built-in amount of people who will be like, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that I think they picked the best character to do a spin... Well, one of the best characters to do a spin-off without doing the superpower thing.
Yeah.
What I also find hilarious is that this was announced 2 hours after the premiere of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You couldn't wait a day...
a day after this was announced, they were like, NBC's like, we're doing a Constantine series.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did that actually happen?
That's been announced. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but David Goyer said, we're in development with NBC.
Oh, I didn't know that. I missed that news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's sort of because of the Gordon stuff and because of there were still a lot of people talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That one kind of got swept under the rug. I mean, there's still more hype about the Flash show that they're trying to get off the ground. Not trying, they're setting it up.
Yeah. So, Kirk, I know you haven't been able to say a lot about this. So, what do you think of this? Having a TV show of Gotham before Batman or Robin or anyone else?
I think it's awesome. I am very excited for this show. I'm a big big Chip Gordon fan. The thing that I would like to see them do, first and foremost, in terms of creating, because it's going to be called Gotham, is really set the atmosphere for what Gotham will become and why they would possibly need a Batman. And I think a cool thing to do would be the origins of Arkham Asylum. Arkham Origins, if you will. I think doing, seeing characters like Hugo Strange and Jonathan Crane and Harley Quinzel before the city becomes what it does, and seeing how, them being in this atmosphere also twists them up a bit and they become these crazy superheroes. I think that could be really interesting.
Yeah. And having it focused through the eye, and also not only do you get the whole thing with Gordon, is that you also, and I've said this before, is that you also get the family drama, not only the cop drama and the superhero drama, you get the family drama. Him trying to juggle all this insanity in this corrupt city, and him trying to go home and still keep his marriage together.
Yeah.
The big thing, and I wanted to ask you this, is how old do you think if they bring in Barbara and James Gordon Jr., how old do you think they would be?
I'm cool with however old they they choose to make them. I guess, in terms of them being youthful characters, I don't need to see Barbara Gordon as Batgirl at the age of, 17 or whatever. I don't, or, she can be, college age. She was in the animated series, and that seemed to work fine. I'm fine with them making her older. So, I know a lot of people say, well, she's going to be like a child in it, so, she's not too old by the time she could become Batgirl. If she's like a teenager in this, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. What about, like I said, James Gordon Jr.? Would you be opposed to having him in this show?
No, I kind of think you need him. Maybe him as like a baby, kind of like a Batman Year One type thing, or do his birth. Since that is kind of one of the big things in that.
Yeah, and you can. I haven't talked much, but you could definitely have one of the big conflicts, like a little subplot, be, oh no, I'm having a kid, I can't balance all this, I'm going crazy. Not as hilariously as I worded it, but you get my drift.
Yeah, the fact that one of the things he does is that he goes and gets with Essen when his wife is pregnant at home,
That's one of the characters I would like to see in this show is Sarah Essen. Because I think there's a lot of story, and I know you don't really you really don't care for Year One because it's more of a Gordon story, and granted it is, but I think you have a lot of good potential for storytelling with Essen in there and several other up and coming police officer, other detectives in the in the police department. Excuse me, I just got tongue-tied.
Just to clarify, I don't like Batman Year One because it's not because it's more of a Gordon story, but because there's so little of Batman that it's pointless that it even is called Batman Year One. Jim Gordon, if it was like Batman's first year from the perspective of Jim Gordon and we never spend any time with Bruce Wayne, then fine. But we don't spend any time with Bruce Wayne. We spend I got something like that. If we didn't spend any time at all with Bruce Wayne, it'd be fine. But we spend such a small amount of time where I always make this comparison. It's like Batman '89, and we don't get to know who he is as a character.
All right. Is there now for me, who I'd like to see is the supporting cast for this show is, like I said, Sarah Essen, but I'd really like to see Bullock in this show.
Me too. I want to see a fat, grumpy guy just say wisecracking. Get Michael Chiklis, damn it.
Yes. Actually,
I think that Vegas show got canned. He's open.
Oh.
I want to say, because I saw it at Walmart and it said the DVD edition. I'm like, oh, that means it got canceled, I think.
Yeah. This is a wild card pick because I know he's doing more movies now. And now let me just say this before you guys shoot me down because I have horrible cast picks, as most of you guys know, but would you guys be opposed for James Gandolfini playing Bullock?
Tyler, there's a problem with that.
What?
James Gandolfini died.
Wait, I'm thinking of somebody else.
You mean the guy from The Sopranos?
I really hope you are.
Yes.
Yeah, he died.
He did? He died?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I don't want to laugh, but it's funny.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back to this Gordon show.
Shut up! You can both collectively fuck yourselves.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not trying, but if the roles were reversed, sir, you would not let me live that down either.
Wait a second. Oh, what, myself? Excuse me.
Alright, I'm sorry. But I was just because I don't pay attention to these things. You have to understand that.
Man died.
It doesn't help that there's a movie coming out that he did before it passed on, and it's all cheerful. It's cheerful light comedy with him and the lady from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I keep remembering he died.
Yeah. This is... Look, I don't pay attention to when actors die. It took me, like, days to figure out, oh, wait, that Roger Ebert died.
Roger Ebert died? No! What?
You see, I even suck at the name. Shut up.
No. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just making fun of... You are my friend, Tyler. I know I'm being an asshole. I'm very sorry. It's tough to fight. And I'm right. Vegas did get canceled.
Oh, that's a shame.
Alright. So, yeah, this has literally become, me...
Find out that Tyler doesn't know.
Yeah.
Tyler, I'm honestly wondering, are you going to even bother posting this?
At this point, we've gone too far. Yes.
Okay.
If anything, it'll be like as my brother once said in a video game, "I do's it for the lulz."
Better, because I'm pretty sure everyone. Because just a second, Tyler, did you sense anything when you got that 5 seconds of awkward silence out of us?
Yes. I was like,
if me and Kirk were in a room right now, we'd be looking at each other.
It's like, does he not know?
Part of my brain said to myself, like, we're gonna have to tell him, but I wonder if I should be the one who does it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I just messed up.
So this is a very different video.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I know.
So getting back, and getting away from my stupidity, getting back to what I was saying, like, other characters I'd like to see is Renee Montoya, Jim Corrigan.
Yep. I like Corrigan.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, the thing is, like, most people who know what happens to Corrigan and what he becomes in the DC universe is like, when is he going to become the Spectre?
And that's the big question of, like, are they going to start out and make it, like, a straight-laced, like, just do, like a regular cop show that happens to take place in Gotham, and if that's it, how long before we start seeing the weirder stuff that, you see in comics pop up, if at all? Because Arrow, that's how Arrow's mission statement was, like, oh, we're staying far away from superpowers. We're just going to have the only superpower we have is John Barrowman's incredible acting talent.
God, he's beautiful, no matter what they say.
Exactly. Keep him down. By the way, Kirk, I'm pretty sure that he made that his theme song like a decade ago before you thought of that.
Yeah. Barrowman, the only guy I'd go gay for.
Whoa. The man's that good, sir. And plus, at this point, I'm just taking everything Tyler says with a grain of salt.
Shut up!
I'm sorry. Anywho,
yeah. Is there any characters you guys would like to see, like, on the police force?
I'd like to see Bullock, like a young Bullock. I don't know if I want to see, like, I don't know. In some ways, I want to see, like, those characters like Montoya and Corrigan and all those sort of guys, but at the same time, I don't want it to be, like, overloaded with all these characters I already know. But at the same time, I don't want to focus on, like, a bunch of cops that have been created for the show that aren't that interesting. And I feel like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has kind of fallen into that of, hey, we're going to focus on the Sky character, because everyone will love her, right? When
I actually like her, sir, so
okay.
But according to Chloe, I have some sort of weird tendency to not hate annoying female characters, but the man realizes I despise almost everyone on MLP, so he's wrong.
Well, I mean, you are the one who's, infamously, like, okay with, what's-her-face? Darcy?
To be fair, I never remember her actual name. I just was like, I'm okay with cat dating and Thor. I don't call her by her character name. I just say, hey, look, it's Kat Denning. Do that in everything she's in. Even if I watch Two Broke Girls, I don't know her name.
Yeah. But that's the big question. Like you brought up, like would you have characters you know or completely new characters? And Gordon's the only one.
I say we bring in Eckhart from '89.
I'm down with that.
And Max Schreck could be the big season villain.
You know what character I would like to see, and he's not even on the police force? I'd like to see Jack Ryder in here.
I'd like to see Summer Gleason.
Yeah.
I always said Summer Glau, but
I was about to say, for a moment, I thought you were about to say Summer Glau, like in character as herself.
Summer Glau as Summer Gleason. That'd be fun.
What acting talent!
Yeah. But yeah, Jack Ryder would be cool as before, not the creeper.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make him the creeper later on, but making him like this cool investigative reporter that is kind of like the version of Ben Urich we saw in the Daredevil movie. I think that's the cool way to go with it.
Sure, I'm cool with that.
Is there any like villains you guys wanted to see that you could work in? Like obviously, I've said and Kirk said earlier, Hugo Strange and Harleen Quinzel and Jonathan Crane. I was thinking you could obviously bring in the mob bosses like Maroni, Thorne, and Daggett.
Black ass.
The thing is, when I say those characters, I don't want to see them as villains straight away.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. Build them up.
Yeah, but like as actual villains in the show, I would do some of the mob bosses. I wouldn't go straight into, like Hugo Strange, for example. Like I'd want them to start off with Hugo Strange as this doctor who slowly gets turned. As an actual villain, like characters like Carmine. I mean, Commissioner Lowe should be the commissioner. In my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I said in my original videos. Have Commissioner Loeb in here. That could make for a lot of for a good story. What now?
We can look at this later, but it's funny when you look at it. Or look at it now, I guess.
I
just, for those who need context, I just sent pictures of a bunch of obvious statements. I think it's supposed to parody those Tumblr pages that tell you facts.
Yeah. Stands for Mario.
The Rock isn't actually a rock.
I don't know about that. That's not true.
Currently, I don't know.
Oh, with most videos, we don't get anything done, and that's a good thing.
I'm pretty sure we lost the focus of everything 5 minutes ago.
Oh God! But I still say I think our best one where we went off topic was Mecha Law. God, I listened to that the other day. I was like, how quick did we devolve into saying who has the best restaurant chicken?
What?
You don't remember that, Kirk? We all got into a conversation talking about...
I don't remember the part where we devolved into restaurant chicken.
No, we all talked about who had the best restaurant chicken, KFC or Popeyes.
Oh, that. Yeah, no, I remember that.
I guess I remember that.
And then Coolio ever so innocently said, "Hey, are we still talking about RoboCop?" To which Duke replied with, "Of course not."
I remember that part.
Yeah, and it was all. And here's a fun lesson, kiddies. It was all because 18 people said, "Are you going to talk about the RoboCop trailer?"
Also, another big thing off topic. I'm looking at the Wikipedia category for 2013 TV show endings, and there's 4 that have Paula Dean's name in it. there's Vegas. There's Dexter. You know, something that we all know everyone doesn't hate to death. I think Kirk is right.
I love the ending. A lot of people did.
Well, to be fair, Kirk, you enjoyed like the last couple seasons as opposed to everybody else.
Well, I don't get how anyone can dislike season 7. Season 7 was great. Season 6, not so much.
After like season 4, it was like you're the only person I ever heard positive things from.
Yeah. By the way, Kirk,
everyone was acting like, oh god, it's like if they made Batman and Robin into a TV series.
hey, by the way, Kirk, are you reading the Marvel comics of Dexter?
I haven't yet, but I plan to. It's always sold out when I go to buy it. It's popular.
It must be for some people. This is my season 5.
Because when I go to my comic shop, not a copy is sold.
Oh, well, can you send yours over to me? Because, like, it's sold out in Australia.
Is not to sound mean or anything, but is Dexter bigger in Australia?
It might be. I don't know. I have no idea.
I think it could also be the fact that I'm going to assume a lot of people don't. Like, okay, Kirk, to give you a bit of perspective. Okay, so the shelf had, like, giant stack of those Dexter comics. One copy of, like, a Captain America series that was announced 3 years ago that finally came out this week, one copy left.
Oh, yeah.
To give you perspective on how weird. I'm not telling you, like, oh, God, my entire state despises that show or something. It's just that some things just don't sell more than others randomly.
I actually want to, like, speaking of comics, have you guys heard about this new graphic novel that Marvel's pumping out from Warren Ellis?
Is it the one with the Avengers?
Yeah, it's the one with Avengers called Endless Wartime.
Yeah, that came out this week, too.
Yeah, and it was being promoted, like, they were pimping the shit out of it. They even had Clark Gregg, do a video on it on their YouTube channel.
Well, Disney and Marvel just have him in a box now to take him out. Okay.
He's like a Jack-in-the-Box.
Oh, don't be that mean. He's having fun.
He's like a Jack-in-the-Box. Do 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 do.
No, he just gets he has a pager. They're like, oh, okay, sure, go. Okay.
Oh,
I could do Mr. Popper's Penguins too, but I'm just going to do this.
Yeah, I'm the reason you all watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. I just love hearing Kurt's defeated comments.
I would be watching if it wasn't for him.
I'm not just, like, let's see, not really big on guy who is super, I don't know, I only know Sky's name, and I keep calling that one woman Milan.
Yeah, because
she's played by Milan.
Yeah.
She was Mulan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's kind of
I
funny.
know. And, like, I'm not like, I'm like McCoyo, where he's like, I'm sure everyone's thinking this is great. I think it's fine. I don't expect TV shows to instantly say, dear God, this is the greatest thing ever to me, because pilots don't necessarily guarantee that ever.
Yes.
The pilots I watch.
I mean,
I've never watched Breaking Bad, so I don't know.
I don't like hating on this film at all. This TV series.
I don't like hating on this series of books at all.
I want to watch good television. And I want the comic book genre to make good television. I just don't like that show. And, you know, I've given it 2 chances. The second episode did nothing for me, so, you know.
Well, give it a little. Give it.
Go ahead. That's fine.
I'm.
Shades. Samuel L. Jackson yelled about a fish tank.
Oh, God, hold me back.
I know, like, I was like, okay, that's cool, but everyone's trying to turn the whole fish tank line into a meme. Like, it wasn't that funny.
Yeah.
So, are you officially done after 2 episodes?
No, I'm not officially done. Something happens that makes me want to come back. I'll come back. But
Well, a friend of mine.
Like, everyone else, go ahead. I just don't.
It's actually kind of funny because a friend of mine, because he knows I love obscure characters on occasion, He sent me a message saying, "Hey, dude, I just found out they're bringing in an Avengers villain into the TV show in this season." I'm like, "Really? Who?"
It's going to be Purple Man.
I wish. But
I like Purple Man too.
it turns out it's going to be Graviton. If you don't, the only thing I remember him from is from the opening episodes to Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
I don't even remember that. You're making a character up, sir. I know you're not, but I'm like, yeah, sure. Everyone knows that guy.
I have no idea who we're talking about, to be honest.
I know. If you
He's
we're people who get really giddy when we see the spots show up.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, the Graviton is he's an Avengers villain who can control gravity. That's it.
Okay.
And he thought I cared.
That's the thing.
Yeah, and he thought I cared. That's the thing. I didn't.
Wait. So, okay. Is your friend Brian Michael Bendis? Because Brian Michael Bendis is the kind of guy who thinks those kinds of characters are awesome.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, because he's shooting for President Dazzler.
Oh, no,
Can I tell you how much that made me laugh when Coolio put that up on Facebook? Or whatever.
It's not President Dazzler. That's not what I'm...
Yeah.
I
Again.
mean, the fact that he made James Marsden into Hitler and he seems so surprised about it.
Yeah, that.
That's the greatest picture you've still ever created, sir. His smile surprise.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're doing anymore, but I'm having fun.
It's nothing right, so...
I think if we go back to it, it just makes it even more pathetic.
Let's just go where the
river takes us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I've been playing Metroid Prime lately.
Yeah.
It's fun, but also really frustrating.
Yeah. Also, by the way, speaking of Coolio, real quick, has anyone noticed that he's I did a video talking about the new Sonic the Hedgehog series coming out next year, and I thought, because I saw a comment from Coolio, I was like, oh, Coolio's probably excited. He sounded kind of he's like, I'm not putting high expectations, and it was like, that's very defeatist of you.
Well, yeah, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. I think Generations turned out okay. I think, audience-wise, I didn't see, oh god, it's just as bad as 06 or whatever, but, dude, the guy's not had a great track record the past, over a decade. After, Sonic Adventures 2, it was just kind of sad.
Yeah.
An Avengers game?
No, Sonic, sir.
Yeah. The only time I can ever get hyped for Sonic is the fact that he's going to be in the next Super Smash Bros. Game with Mario and Mega Man.
No, I can get really psyched for Sonic when they give me a milkshake. Wait, wrong Sonic. That joke never gets old.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I was kind of Coolio. I was kind of hoping for a bigger reaction, oh my god, the greatest thing ever.
We got a bigger reaction from the rapper Coolio.
Can I be in this show? Could I be relevant again?
No? Okay. I'll make my cooking show on the internet.
Cooking with Coolio. If only it was our Coolio.
We're cooking with Emerson's Vince. I need to do more work on this. Ooh, I got 3 episodes. I got 2 episodes edited. I'm gonna have a few done because I'm not gonna be near my editing computer for the whole weekend. So, and it starts Saturday, so I gotta be careful. Everyone's interested.
Is that an interest?
Yeah.
I mean, people are gonna be in it. People you may know.
Yeah.
Not famous people, just people who you hear talk on channels like this.
Yeah, the uncanny milky juice.
Just out of interest, what episode am I in?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing, guys. That's the real point of this video. We're here to promote Milky Juice. If you... Oh, not Milky Juice, 50 Days of Who. If you don't know what that is, it's Duke versus Nemesis vids, and it's Doctor Who related. Need I say more?
Apparently you do, because I still get comments going, I don't know what this is.
Alright. So, it's...
I'm looking right now, Kirk, because I can't remember the number. Like, I have I made like a spreadsheet that has the whole schedule out, that after like a certain episode, because I kind of want to keep a certain thing a surprise that I never mentioned yet.
Right.
So I'm not putting a schedule up until that specific one, but come on, spreadsheet. I'm like using, because I use Google Docs, so I'm accessing it through my phone because I live in the future.
Oh, I see.
I'm not going to lie to you. There were times where it's like, well, I have like an hour between classes, and I don't want to go to the computer lab because they'll kick me out if I'm not doing schoolwork. So I'll do work on my phone.
And how did that turn out
You're
for
going
you?
to show up in episode 5, sir.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excited.
On the 5th day of 50 Days of Who, a shade falls down.
I my work to Australia.
I was going to say, a shade falls upon Duke.
That's true.
I got a few people, once they realized what it was, to be very excited. Like, oh, hooray, I have... Because I'm like the one person who's new in this problem. I have Doctor Who related things to watch. I'm like, I buy a lot of stuff, so I'm never in like any sort of like withdrawal phase. I'm constantly feeding my addiction.
Well, here's the problem. I just hit that drawback because I finished the book a few days ago.
Yeah. Well, that and because I got a subscription, so I have like 6 audio dramas that I need to burn through now. And I only, got like, I can listen to the 5 companions. It was now long.
Oh wait, we're alienating shades.
Okay.
Michael C. Hall.
Thank you. I feel included.
I just got his name.
That's how you that's the shade signal.
Yes.
Oh man, I wonder when we're ever going to do another Milky Juice video again. Michael C. Hall.
He just...
You can just go Michael C. Hall if you like.
Yeah, let's get Michael C. Hall to be a part of our show. He's not doing anything anymore.
Oh. Wow. Ouch.
Yeah.
What? You're telling me that our show is nowhere near the level of Jaeger, right?
Yes, we'll also... This is how you also summon Coolio vids. Terra Strong! Terra Strong!
No, now it's Danny DeVito.
Oh, God. That is not entirely true.
I don't know, because it seems like I keep seeing Danny DeVito mentioned everywhere by him.
Yeah. How do you summon... How would we summon Dan?
Captain Logan?
Comic news... No, wait, not comic news.
That doesn't summon anything currently.
Summon anyone.
It almost sounds like we're summoning Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters.
I summon you, the great Egyptian god of comic.
Go, Captain.
I summon Coolio in attack mode, and I equip him with Terra Strong Obsession. We are so...
Duke attacks, trap card, RC Cola, super effective wave.
As we do these, I'm actually like making what the screen will look like for our Batman podcasts. So I'm actually having fun with this. We can talk about Doctor Who.
Yeah. Yes, we are doing
Remember
Batman.
That time Michael C. Hall did stuff?
Yes, that was a good time.
On time? Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about Gamer. That was not a time I want to remember.
Oh, hey now. Wasn't that bad.
It was fun for a rental. Terry Crews yells in that movie, I guess.
He's not playing Luke Cage.
Yeah, it's Dwayne Johnson.
No, Dwayne Johnson's playing Hercules, your favorite person of all time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about Brett Ratner. I don't know if my subtlety was good enough.
That's the word to scare away Shades.
Oh man, Shades is just talking about like how much he hates everything because everyone is so sure that he hates everything. I know Brett Ratner.
Yeah, I can't wait for the.
That just made him angry.
I can't wait for the animated TV show Kirk versus.
Kirk versus Brett Ratner, and that's every episode. No, actually, that show is just going to be Kirk going through Wile E. Coyote-esque stunts to destroy him, but Ratner's like the Roadrunner.
And then he's like,
yes, I realize I made that guy the Roadrunner. He's not exactly the fittest man from what I've seen of him.
Wait, who?
Brett Ratner. I guess I remember seeing him kind of chubby. I'm not saying like he's like insanely fat. I'm just like he doesn't look like he could run really fast. I'm making assumptions I have no way of proving, by the way.
hey, at least it's not as bad as what the shit I did earlier this video.
I don't even remember anymore.
The Gandolfini thing.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Wow, your memory must be bad, Duke.
No, I was trying to make you look better by not bringing it up.
Oh.
For your benefit.
Oh, so I was hoisted by my own petard.
Yes.
You were totally getting wasted with Captain Picard, Wade. He's bald, you know. He can play like...
Yes.
Because if you're bald, you obviously qualify.
Yes, so you can call on me. You know, for the weirdest thing, for the longest time, I thought it was just saying pony.
Pony. Yeah, I thought it was Lean on Me, and I was searching for Lean on Me, and of course I was getting like other songs that are called Lean on Me, a very famous one, and I was like, I can't find Lean on Me anywhere. And I realized, oh, it's Call on Me.
I have to deal with things like that all the time because I'm the only person in my family who knows how to run a computer or download stuff, particularly downloading music and the non-traditional method of paying somebody.
Oh,
So, no one in this world does that. It's a skill only known by a select few. And my mom and my sister will be like I want a new CD to listen to in the car, in the car or whatever. Like, oh, okay, whatever. So they give me the list, and they'll just assume they don't. There's some songs they don't know the titles to, so they're just like this is the part. There are some songs where the chorus doesn't actually tell you the title of the song, or there's another part of the chorus they remember more, so they just say that part. So I'm just like, apparently you people are making up music because I can't find any of these.
By the way,
and then they play the song and oh wait, I know the actual.
I sent Duke. I sent you what the screen page will look like for the Batman '89 podcast. Let me know how that looks.
I can't wait, sir. It's loading right now. Maybe. Hey, Jonathan Kent, what do you think of this picture? Maybe.
Page for the Kent TV.
Whenever the trailer for the sequel of that movie comes out, you need to figure out a way to just have Jonathan Kent show up again.
Yes.
Do you think you believe in a guy dressed as a bat? Maybe.
I believe it.
I mean, I am Aquaman in Waterworld, don't you know?
Both of Superman's dads were Robin Hood at one time.
You know.
and Jim Gordon. Just have to reference him every few minutes. So.
Gordon.
The mighty Gordon.
Okay, it's downloaded. Apparently. Let's look at this bad boy. I can't. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it.
It's a raining man. Oh wait, wrong song.
Wrong.
Apparently that's the first that I've been getting things wrong all night.
Also, Kirk, remember, I still need the song.
I approve of the use of Bruce Wayne in the corner for some reason.
Yes, I know, right? Look at him with his glasses.
And now people are more hyped for our commentary than Gordon TV show.
Yes.
Apparently we are, but I obviously was gonna say, I was honestly just thinking of doing the thing I did last time we had a conversation. I just watched Power Rangers and chimed in randomly. I have the DVD with those episodes. I could just reenact that entire thing.
It's actually kind of funny because I saw the other day the entire Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie on. It wasn't like you didn't have to pay for it on YouTube. Someone just put it up there, and I was like, God, I want to do a commentary on this movie.
Yes.
Well, not on obviously, probably not on Milky Juice, just on my channel.
Unless when you get Coolio roped in, we should make it a Milky Juice video. But what?
No, they made it in Australia.
I know they made it in Australia. It was like, do you pop up randomly and I didn't know all these years?
Do you play the voice of monsters?
Yes. Unlike Brian
You're Walter White?
One day I'll go on like Leno and he'll be like, hey, you were a voice in the Power Rangers.
Yeah, well, I've known that fact for years, but the fact that showed up on Leno now is quoted at fucking nauseum. And then whenever that's brought up, I do one thing better and say, well, where did the Power Rangers actually named after me? And then I go back to my loser cave and not have a girlfriend.
Yeah, just be like, I did that.
Yeah, I forgot I left Metroid Prime on.
Samus is just like, what the fuck, dude?
That kind of happens because if you leave the game going, she like waves, like demanding you to come in, like with her hand.
Yeah.
Hello, come on.
It's actually like something like in one of the Dragon Ball Z games I used to own, where I left it alone. And it just has Goku just standing around looking at you.
My personal favorite was when I was playing Kirby's Epic Yarn. And if you wait, Kirby just starts jump roping.
And it's like,
yes, everyone, we're still doing all this talking. I still have that beautiful image from Durgan. I just can't stop looking at Bruce Wayne thinking. Like, you have, like, you know, a promotional image of Batman. You have, but one of the few images of Vicky Vale not screaming, good on you for finding one of those. Yeah. And then creepy, terrifying, partially maked up Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
And then it's just Michael Keaton just looking at it all and thinking about what he's been doing.
Now I'm creating the Batman for everyone.
yeah.
Oh, yay.
It's gonna be fun.
It better be fun.
Yeah, guys, it's gonna be fun.
Mark Wahlberg, get out of here. Wait, I like Mark Wahlberg or something. I like that. To be fair, I did watch the Happening with Rip Tracks the other night. That was great.
Yeah.
I wasn't even laughing at when they were making fun of Marky Mark. There was a part where there's this weird guy in the movie who has like a whole minute like diatribe about how hot dogs are nature's perfect food. Like, hot dogs get a bad rap. And so every time that guy pops up on screen, the three guys would just like say, do you need a hot dog?
It's actually like there are awkward scenes like that in a lot of Shyamalan movies, like
My personal awkward scene is that one from Devil. Like he just produced that, but there's that part where the guy tries to prove that there's a devil in the building by like flipping a piece of bread with jelly on it, and clearly because it's jelly side down, the devil's involved.
My favorite awkward scene is the one from Signs where Joaquin Phoenix walks in the military place and the general's just talking very creepily, and then he says, "Why didn't you should have had a bunch of girls lick your feet?"
Well, duh. That's how all our problems are solved.
I'm very confused, but okay.
We're
Okay,
just talking about M. Night Shyamalan, so you shouldn't be allowed place.
Kirk, do you remember? You've seen Signs, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene where Joaquin Phoenix goes into like this military recruitment room, and this guy who's sitting at the table, and he just looks very weird, and his lips are puckered out, and he's just talking about how this is a military invasion from aliens, and then he realizes that Joaquin Phoenix's character is a baseball player.
I honestly do not remember that scene.
Well,
The only parts I ever remember was that scene when they're like, "Oh God, an alien!" and then the part where Joaquin Phoenix beats an alien with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Or no, that's Mel Gibson. I'm sorry.
I'm just kind of like, those are the most pathetic aliens ever. How they manage space travel, and what was the point of invading a planet that is made of 75% of your weakness?
Hey guys, I have this great plan. We're going to this planet now. Fair warning, it's mostly made of arsenic and fire, but I have a great plan. We're gonna wear raincoats. We'll be safe.
I just imagine they just had to run away after they got their ass kicked by the Martians from Mars Attacks.
To be fair, the Decepticons will get their asses whooped by those guys.
They did.
Exactly. like I'm pretty sure the Kryptonians could not fight those guys.
IDW did a whole event of them kicking ass, and now they're doing one where they fight Judge Dredd.
Because they do that now.
I'd like to see this.
I actually want to see that too.
Wait, what? What do you want to see?
The Judge Dredd Mars Attacks thing.
Oh, that came out this week, that comic.
I wouldn't know because since it's a lower tier company, my comic shop keeps it like in the very bottom row so you can't see. Like I had to hunt for my favorite issue of the week, Prisoner's Time number 9.
That had the most, oh my god villain ever.
Villain that we all fear, and I can't even get that joke.
Do you want to tell the good people who have managed to go this far who the villain is?
Okay. So, for all the people who don't know or are Kirk, I'm going to explain the whole, here's how that, okay, IDW, they've been making Doctor Who comics. They're sadly ending this year. But they're, and it's the 50th anniversary, so like everything else that has the rights to Doctor Who, they're doing something for the anniversary, and they've been doing this big maxi series. It's going to go 12 issues. The first 11 issues are going to be more or less just like a story featuring each Doctor. And I read it since issue 1, and except for issue 1, all the one and done parts are great. Issue 1's a complete disaster, but the one and done stuff's great. However, there's an ongoing story attached to it. And I'm now going to sum up the ongoing story, like everything, like all the stuff of all of the issues in like 2 sentences. Weird asshole in cloak shows up, steals companions, end up issue. For like 8 fucking issues.
From the end.
Exactly. And so, and you're like, okay, who is random jerk in cloak? And at any point will I ever care? So number 9 happens. And, number 9 was fine. Like, my favorite so far has been number 8, but I just love the art in it personally. So, finally, Idiot in Cloak finally says something important to make us actually care about him doing this. And he's talking to, Destro and the girl who sang one of the songs in the first Pokemon movie. By the way, Tyler, that's real.
Wait, Billy Piper sang?
Yeah, back in her pop career, she did a song for the Pokemon movie.
Huh.
I know. But yeah.
She's
So,
cool.
yeah, she's a fine actress. I've seen some episodes of that show where she plays a whore. It's fun. But anyway, so, they confront Weirdo and Cloak, and they recognize the voice. And let me give you my impression of the reveal as it goes on. Like, oh, look, guy I've never cared about finally talks. Maybe this will finally get my interest. Because I talk so enthusiastically whenever I read my comic book in public. Because I'm just reading it at the store. And like, wait, I recognize your voice. It was like, oh crap. Since there's no audio, I can't understand what that means. So I better keep reading. Of course you remember me, Rose. Okay, now I'm actually very curious. Who are you? Adam? Now this is the part where you think the record in my head will start skipping. No, it just combusted. And remember that episode of SpongeBob where we look inside his mind and those little worker SpongeBobs, and they're freaking out because they forgot his. Imagine that, but with me.
I was actually thinking that scene from
SpongeBob in
SpongeBob.
a factory because my brain went nuclear.
I was actually thinking that scene from SpongeBob where Patrick's brain, and they're all trying to get out.
Exactly.
That's what went on in Duke's brain.
That's exactly how it works. And Osmosis Jones taught me that's how the body works. And so I'm like, no. So as you are wondering, there was an episode called Dalek, one of my favorites still. Genuinely a great story that shows how great one of the most recognizable villains is on their own. And at the end of that, they picked up some douche nozzle who was a douche nozzle. His name was Adam. And if some of you haven't gathered by now, I have about -1 points of interest on him out of 1 million. So he stayed for another episode where they go into the far-flung future where Simon Pegg obeys a giant pile of CGI, and in the future people have retractable doors in their foreheads that reveal their brains because it's the future. And Adam, guy from the past, stupidly said, I want one of those so I can use that power. Because the way it works is it beams information directly into your brain, because again, sci-fi and science fiction. So, they take him back home with a retractable garage door on his forehead and leave him there. Then we hear the scintillating story about how he did things and eventually found a time machine because some moron couldn't pay attention and got tripped up by him. And now he's a power-hungry supervillain.
As you do.
Exactly. Because, you wouldn't just use a time machine to stop yourself from either getting your stupid, pointless, weird door installed, or meeting the guy who forced you to do all this, or even better, stopping yourself from ever going to that job that ended with dozens of people killed. Nope, revenge. I'm going to so do that to one of you guys whenever I get that time machine going.
You're just going to randomly kidnap companions throughout our time periods?
I'm just going to go to Kirk. I'm like an old man with a time machine and go, that pizza was aggressive, huh? And then punch you in the face. I don't even want to explain what that means to everyone. I just want everyone to be unsure.
Remember a couple days in the life of Jimmy Neutron?
And I say, I always find it entertaining that the guy didn't bother to make some sort of really shitty analog for the bomb. It's just a photo.
So there's your big reveal for Prisoners of Time for all 10 other people who are reading it.
I don't know. I know like review sites cover it. I'm the only person I know personally reading it. Like a friend of mine picked up I missed one issue, and a friend of mine picked it up because he was interested in reading more with that certain doctor. But that's about it. Like I think the separate stories, exception of one issue, have been fun as hell. And then the ongoing story is sort of completely stupid.
Yeah, so now we've got, what, 3 more issues to go, right?
Yep.
And you told me the last issue is pretty much the Doctor meeting Matt Smith.
No, that's not the last issue. That's a different thing.
Oh. See, now...
They're doing like a big annual special.
Ah.
Where, like, yeah, Paul Cornell's doing it, so I got a lot of faith in it, but it's one of those things where I very rarely ever recognize that being a good thing. Like, maybe that weird thing that they did at the finale in Spider-Man where he meets the actor who plays him on television.
And then meets Stan Lee.
Yeah, you're right, Kirk. That one is kind of weird.
And I play you on television, Spider-Man says.
And I play you on television, Doctor.
I just imagine Paul Cornell adapting that episode and just like word replacing Spider-Man with Doctor.
Yeah, and then the
Doctor. The part where he meets Stan Lee.
Well, I was going to say instead of Stan Lee, he meets Sidney Newman.
No, he meets Stephen Moffat to piss everyone off.
Yeah. Hey, maybe Sherlock can get me down from this roof.
No way, he's too busy being Khan, and in every other movie this year.
Yeah. Which I saw the trailer for Desolation of Schmog, and yeah.
He plays a dragon.
Yeah, I can't wait for all the fan art of Schmoglock.
I now fear that because whenever I see Sherlock fan art, it's by the people I never want to have me share their love for that show because it terrifies me. So I'm gonna see some really weird pictures of Bilbo Baggins and that dragon, and of course I'm going to be completely sane and blame J.J. Abrams because he's one of the people we should blame for everything apparently.
It's actually kind of funny because in the trailer it doesn't help that the dragon keeps saying thief.
Also, he's playing young Magneto.
And also is it just me or does he look very, Cumberbatch look very weird with blonde hair? Cumberbatch. My dad gets mad at me whenever I say Cumberbatch because it's like, it's Cumberbatch. You don't even know. That's how
I know more than you.
My dad gets mad whenever someone doesn't say it his way.
Few of my friends get angry at me because I saw someone use this phrase once and I always use it and it drives them insane. So did Bass bring the cumber this time? And they just look at me like I'm being such a person. Why do you do that? You know it pisses us off. You just answered your own question. They never answer my question, though. Did Bash bring the cumber? I think they're being more of jerks than I am because I asked a simple question and they never tell me.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm the good guy and they're the evil one.
Yes, you're the monster.
So everyone always wants to make me the bad guy, probably because I say terrible things.
To be fair, Duke, I think you'd be kind of cool as a villain.
Yeah, how come we're not doing that? How come I'm not my own villain in 50 Days of Who? That's right, I don't want to do that. That'd be too much work. And also, especially from what Billy has been doing for me, I'm happy every time I made that decision.
I'm okay. I love
I'm
that.
okay. That wasn't even a line or anything. He just did that at the end, and I'm like, I'm putting that at the end.
I have a feeling that's what happened.
That was my initial thought too. It's like he did that also, but yeah, Duke, I couldn't wait for like you being your own villain and being revealed as the Duke Yard.
Actually, That would have been great. How do I know you're evil? Actually, that's a good question. How am I different? What are your favorite movies? And we're just running out of ways. And he's like, I like cherries. You are evil. That doesn't even make sense entirely because I like the taste of cherries, but I just can't they make me gag. They get in the back of my throat. And they make me cough like crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of weird too because I like cherry Pop-Tarts and that's about it. If anything else has cherries in it, I hate it.
Actually, that's hilarious because I think cherry Pop-Tarts are the bane of humanity. Like, I'll eat s'more Pop-Tarts and cookie dough Pop-Tarts. The day you give me cherry Pop-Tarts, I'm like, what are you trying to murder me?
It's actually, dude, I will eat s'more and all those freezer type.
Everyone looks at me like I'm some sort of crazy person when I say I like the taste of s'more Pop-Tarts.
They are so damn good, and dude, I will eat that like Scarface goes through cocaine.
Yeah, and then when people, I'm sorry, Kirk, I keep interrupting you.
It's okay.
I've gotten everyone to turn around on cookie dough once. It was like, drink it with milk and then tell me I'm wrong. It is heaven.
Exactly. You get that you get that right out of the freezer after an hour of waiting, and put some milk next to it.
I'm fixing all the world's problems by suggesting you eat more sugar. So that's our thoughts on the Gordon TV show.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing.
Eat Pop-Tarts.
That's what we were all trying to get at. That was the inevitable long process. We were going to get to Pop-Tarts. Don't you love it when they devolve into these kind of conversations, guys?
Yes. Mostly because I can do the thing of never having to, just experience it and not have to watch it and just let someone walk across it. Especially because I have a few friends who, whenever I do those live shows randomly, I do occasionally get, one friend who's like, so you did that, huh? And I don't even remember anything I did. I was like, did I do anything that's going to, get me in jail? No, you were still weird.
Yeah.
But it was so weird.
That nickel for every time I've had that conversation with my spouse.
Wow. Okay. That's just...
No, don't take it like that.
Well, how am I meant to take it?
It was...
Like a comedy.
No.
Nickel for every time my spouse said that to me. Wink, wink.
No, it's supposed to be we also get into odd tangent conversations sometimes. So it wasn't meant to be dirty, you bastard.
You know what? That's fine because I have two friends who are a lovely little couple, and I usually expect sometimes I'll have normal relationship conversations, especially because these two actually have kids. So okay, that's fine. They're making arguments about that. One time I walked in on them arguing, and I couldn't make out anything for a while. It's just, no, you're a jackass. No, you are a total bitch. And it was like, God, this must be serious. And then I finally find out what they're talking about. They're arguing over which God of War was better.
That's nothing. She and I got into an actual fight over who was the best Gravity Falls character once. And it was even...
It's totally Waddles, you asshole!
You were close.
Damn right I'm close, because Waddles wins.
Yeah, we got over an argument with that, and then we both came to the realization that, wait, we're arguing over Skype, we both lose.
What are you talking about? All of our best arguments happen when we use the internet.
Hey,
because you always win you never win when you argue on the internet.
Yeah, just look at that video Coolio and I did over Pokemon.
I
One
was
of the greatest things ever.
Can I intervene?
No! Kirk, shut up!
I'm defending you, you idiot.
What happened?
Yeah, because totally Pokemon defend your honor.
Would have been great if you guys were having an argument over who was better, Tracy or Brock.
I hate that fucking prick Tracy.
I remember nothing about him.
Well, Brock had a character. Tracy was just boring. And then
I'm going to draw things. That's kind of all. That and he had Meryl, and I remember like, oh my god, he has a Meryl, the game ain't out yet, oh god.
And then he got a Scyther, and then people cared.
Because Scyther was awesome.
That was the one.
His Scyther in particular.
Yeah, because it was like the Tommy Oliver of his Pokemon. I feel so bad for Shades right now.
We can bring up Michael C. Hall again. That fixes everything, right?
Next is awesome.
Exactly. I'm perfectly fine with cheering up our best friend Shades by bringing up a show that he loves.
Yeah. My best friend Shades. My best
You bring
friend.
up how John Lithgow was really creepy.
And Lithgow was amazing.
He like here's the thing though, okay, season 4 was great. I understand that. Like that's all I've watched up to because we lost our showtime like the week before the season 5 started. so I didn't know what was happening. All I heard was like apparently a bunch of people are not liking it.
Actually, season 5 because there are things I really like about season 5. It's just the villains really.
A friend of mine tried explaining it to me. I was like, it's one of those things where, like, you know what, I'll just wait for someday to get it, like, watch it on my own. I'll just wait for the show to end at that point, because I know we're never getting Showtime again. We had Stars for like a month, and I was like, I get to watch Miracle Day. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to watch Torchwood Miracle Day. I love you, John Barrowman, but God, that sucked.
Yeah, Bill Pullman is the big villain. That's great.
I like Bill Pullman, but yeah, that sucked.
His name is Paul Man.
I pronounced
His last
it.
name is Pullman.
I said that. You ass.
No, I'm telling Kirk that. I'm making him look stupid.
I was legitimately asking if his name was Paul Man.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I was dicking you, apparently.
Sorry, Kirk. I thought you were making fun of me again.
I thought I was like, yes, John Barrowman bought the supervillain Pole Man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kirk.
Batman.
It's really creepy when he tried to recruit a sidekick. He just kept going to strip clubs. It was really weird.
Yeah. There's actually, like, I was watching one of those videos where they interview at a convention with Barrowman, and he talked about after every shoot, him and his fiance would go to a strip club, and one time he obviously got a male stripper, duh, and as he was getting the dance, this guy was chewing gum, and after when it was done, he went home. The next day, he heard something squish as he went to the taxi to go to the recording, to the shoot. He looked down, it was the guy's gum in his pants.
Yeah.
The best part is John Barrowman's completely comfortable with telling these stories to anybody. The man carries no shame.
Well, if you looked as good as him, why would you?
Yeah, you're right. That man can get away with it.
Again, only dude I'd cross the fence for.
Yeah. Not a dude that I'm willing to listen to all his singing for, which certain people keep trying to make me look like I don't care.
He's not bad. He's good.
He's a good singer, but I don't give a shit. There are people who let's see, I'm trying to think there was something recently where I was like, I don't care at all. I'll think about it eventually.
Yeah.
I guess everyone freaking out about Breaking Bad's finale. I was like, I'm out of the loop. Trying to put me in the loop, please.
Yeah.
I'll watch it someday.
It was okay. It was good.
You see, Kirk, I was when they announced they were doing a whole marathon for days on end of the entire Breaking Bad season, I was so pumped because I was going to be like, yeah, I'm going to watch the entire Breaking Bad series and it's going to be great. And then my DirecTV went out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not so fast, Tyler.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. I actually didn't say it was okay. It was quite good. But when so many people, I think I told you guys this the other day, when so many people shat on the ending of Dexter, but I was like, that was a really good ending. And then everyone was like, oh my god, Breaking Bad was perfect. It's like, how was that a better ending than what the ending was to Dexter? Just double standards around here. It's amazing.
I did make a joke on Twitter. It's like, okay, guys, I'm just curious. Is this episode of Breaking Bad a great jumping on point? And I got a lot of people yelling at me. Like, no, you moron, it's the finale. Would I be lost if I watched it? I think good finales should get you involved. Actually, that's true because I remember showing, like, Star Trek Next Generation was on once, and it was just all good things, the finale of that one. And my friend actually wasn't confused at all, really. Except maybe when they got to the past, and he had no idea who Tasha Yar was. Other than that, like, no, that one actually is a good example of kind of being all-inclusive to an extent. Good job, TNG. You're better than Dexter and Breaking Bad. Hey, and now someone's going to lynch me.
Wait, it is like the end of an era of television, though. Dexter, Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they both ended it in this, like, close to the only a few days apart.
Yeah. It's like
But
Dexter,
but also,
Bad.
there's another point I just realized. Breaking Bad has not had, like, a backlash of any sort. Like, it just seemed like it kept getting bigger and bigger, whereas it seemed like Dexter was just drumming up more and more hatred from people.
It's funny because it seems that way, but like there was so many people that got excited for the next season after each ending. The ending of each of the last few seasons has been so like, whoa, that everyone's been excited for the next season, and then they just decide, oh, it's bad. And the funny thing is, like, Dexter and Breaking Bad, and I feel like Mad Men can contribute to this as well. They're like the three shows that helped leading men in television like be something else, and it was like really despicable characters, you know, like morally, like immoral characters. Like Dexter has morals, obviously, and part of the thing I didn't love about Breaking Bad was like I just don't like Walter White. That man is a dick. And I don't get how people can. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I can kind of, I've never seen Breaking Bad, but I can kind of correlate that to Sons of Anarchy because in the last few seasons,
there you go, yeah. It's another show.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. The character that Ron Perlman plays, Clay Morrow, has really gone downhill of just being like, you are just so unlikable.
But that's the thing. Like right now in television, that's kind of the popular thing, and that is because of Dexter and Breaking Bad. Like, Dexter's a likable character, but he still murders people. Like, he still uses the police force to do this. Like, so, you know, and obviously Breaking Bad, like, man makes crystal mad. Like, that's completely horrible. And, yeah, so I think that's really interesting. And, like, with Mad Men, you know, Don Draper is not a likable guy.
Not according to my brother.
I mean, he's
Or
cool.
the entire crew of Vibe Fanboy.
Yeah.
But like, not, if this man really existed, you would not want to hang out with him. Unless you wanted to get laid or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like,
And
he's not a likable...
Us specifically.
And here's the weird part. John Hamm is really a funny guy in person.
John
He
Hamm,
is.
best actors alive. I love John Hamm.
I look forward anytime he shows up on SNL.
Yes. He's the best guest they have on SNL in like the recent, like the modern era.
Yeah. I also watched that greatest moment in TV history where he appeared with that guy from Parks and Recreations.
Actually, Kirk, you want to know what my all-time favorite thing John Hamm ever did on SNL? Because it's just so weird.
John
Was that?
Ham?
No, that's my second favorite. My favorite is Ham and Bubbly, where he's holding Michael Bublé hostage, and they have a ham and champagne restaurant.
I like when he made fun of Mad Men, saying like, you know, this is how you act like Don Draper, and you know, it says this: if a woman asks you a question that you don't know the answer to, just like look at her like this. So in comes Kristen Wiig, and she asks a question. He just looks at her like really, sort of like with these smoky eyes, and she just says, "Have my babies," and then he looks at the camera and winks.
There's another sketch where he, like, I can't remember what the premise is. It's like his early roles, and he just plays Don Draper like he's in this ripoff of Saved by the Bell, and Don Draper shows up.
There's our cat. There we go. SNL John Hamm for Gordon.
SNL John Hamm, hell yeah.
I think my favorite John Hamm skit was Sergio. Like that was so.
Okay, fine. That wins because that one just doesn't make any sense.
That's just the way he sells it. Just Sergio. It's amazing. It looks like Razor Remote.
I just love that they gave him that script and they're like, okay. The whole thing is we're more or less kind of making a parody of like Drag Me to Hell. That's the Sam Raimi movie.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what the concept is. Like, oh, you broke a thing and I put a curse on you. And it turns out it's not like someone's trying to kill him. It's just that this, but basically like an extra from the movie Lost Boys. I think that's actually what they're making fun of because in that movie there's a concert with a guy who looks exactly like that character playing the saxophone.
I think they're
like,
actually making a real life saxophone player. I remember his name.
I was actually gonna say, yeah, is it Epic Sax Guy?
No, it's not Epic Sax Guy, but it's a real life guy. I think.
We need to give these people medals if they've gone this long into the video.
If you've gone this long, you get an exclusive copy of the complete series collection of 50 Days of Boo.
And with bonus features featuring the mighty Milky Juice.
You will get to watch the official commentary on episode 10 of What Do We Do.
And
Are you actually doing one of those, Kirk?
I'm gonna do one for the most recent episode. I'll do one at the end of it.
Because like Boyo did one, and then
And then Chief Brody did.
yeah, I saw that. Now Kirk has to do one, I guess.
He has to give it to peer pressure. It's obvious.
But those like made me want to do one. It wasn't like, oh, I better do one now. I was like, these are fun. I should do one.
I especially love Boyo is because he's like, I actually got John to show up.
There's Stanley, the creator of the gas station.
Yes, and then he was like, yes, we did have Christian Bale come in and put on the bat suit one last time for just that scene. It was fantastic. It was amazing, and then he was like, why? And he left.
He also harassed the hell out of our lighting guy.
I've completed the Batman Forever page. I've got the commentary featuring Shades, Duke, Tyler, Coolio, Dan, and Deanna. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, let's see if we can hold up to that bullshit.
The first time ever. Batman Forever.
Yeah, it will be. What would be a good? I don't know, like geek guys on Batman. Fuck, I don't know.
It's Batman Friday.
Yeah, thank God it's Bat Day.
That's just what it's called, Batman Friday.
Okay.
It's just the Friday movie series but with Batman in it.
Yeah. It's Freaky Friday with Batman.
Oh, goody.
Batty Friday.
Yeah, where he switches.
So Batman becomes Jamie Lee Curtis.
No. He switches. He switches his body with. He switches his body with.
With Jamie Lee Curtis.
I was gonna say.
Batman supports poop yogurt. Come on.
Okay, you got me, because all I was going to say was he switches bodies with Barbara Gordon and hilarity ensues.
I don't know, that wouldn't be the weirdest Barbara Gordon Batgirl story I've ever seen. There's actually one, like an actual published comic that was written by Fabian DeCisa, with art by Kevin McGuire. I believe, like, it was, you guys remember Batman Confidential?
Yeah, this is the one with Catwoman and Batgirl running through the nudist colony, right?
Yep.
I read that.
I read that. That was in our library. It's still in our library.
I was just kind of imagining that music, where they play at the end of, like, where they're doing the whole victory run. Dun, 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 dun. I was just kind of imagining that music in my head as I read that scene.
What's fantastic about it is it's not as disgustingly offensive as people think it is. Like the moment you tell them, oh, that's what that whole issue is. Like it's just tastefully done as it can be. Like, everything's covered. Kevin McGuire draws just as many naked men as ladies. It's still one of those, like, I remember, because apparently it seems like specifically Omaha, Nebraska needs to always point out, look at these comic books in our libraries, oh God. They tell you sex exists, sort of.
Yeah, because, totally, because babies fall out of the sky, right? That's what we're taught to believe.
Our children shouldn't know these things, it's terrible.
Stalk you.
Yeah, man, come on. Let's get real.
I learned when I was 6 that there was no such thing as the stork or babies falling from the sky. I learned at 6 years old. Boom.
I remember, like I've always, I've known for a long time, but I remember in health class, they showed the video of a woman giving childbirth, and the teacher said, now I do understand this is going to be kind of weird for you, for some of you to see. So if you need to cover your eyes or even leave the room, as long as you don't walk away from the room, just walk outside the door. I completely understand. Like I won't do it. So and I'm like, whatever. It's biology, people. Calm down.
Sorry, I just want to say real quick. I love how we've gone from
Okay, I want to hear
man.
Yeah, man, that's how we do it.
So the video's played, everyone's watching. You have the narrator going, now this is the part where the legs are all like, okay, this. The anticipation's almost building in different ways, and then like okay, so I'm watching this, and the moment happens, and as
Uh-oh.
I need to know the ending. What happens next?
Oh no. He got... Apparently, the stork didn't want its master plan revealed.
No! Bastard! We went from Jim Gordon to childbirth.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny because I have a story revolving around health class childbirth video as well, because we all had to see it, and it's kind of funny because they gave the same thing of you have to leave the room or whatever. No, everyone thought they could be everyone thought, oh yeah, we can stomach this. We've seen worse, and it also doesn't help that the county I lived in, this little town, Buttfuck, Florida, had pretty much the highest rating for teen pregnancies at the time. So everyone was like, oh yeah, we're a man about this. Yeah, we're going to watch this. And some guys in the back were like, I can't wait to see a vagina. There was that one guy in the back who we all severely we kicked around after that. So the video happens, and I'm hearing people screaming. It's like they're watching a snuff film.
Yeah.
There's one guy he was this huge guy, about 6'4", huge guy called Mark. And Mark was a guy he was a friendly guy, but he could also crush your skull like a walnut. When he saw the baby falling out, he ran out of that room and puked in the hallway.
I remember. That's sad. I remember we saw the video. Like I didn't know that the baby was blue, and this freaked me out. I was like, wait a second, that baby's blue. So that was my experience.
Yeah.
I was okay with everything else.
Yeah. And here's the...
Good baby freaked me out.
Yes, Duke, that did happen.
Duke is typing to us, by the way, guys. So.
Well, it's safe to say I think they would figure that out.
Oh, I don't know, do I?
Alright. So Duke will be returning shortly, but there's a little more to this story, by the way, Kirk. Some people who were at a I think it was like some kind of like school thing for the freshmen. So when they got back, the freshmen got back. This was in my senior year of high school. They got back, and the teacher decided, you know what, we'll play the video again, and all hell broke loose again.
Good. He's sad.
I'm so glad it's devolved into this. It's come to this. I'm so happy.
Yeah, the Jim Gordon TV show, we better see how Jim Jr. is born.
Yeah, and blue.
Practically.
Yeah. Yeah, he's blue. That's why he becomes, the great serial killer, whatever. He's blue.
Well, that's what happens, dude. You know what you should do? Is for the picture of this video, have baby being delivered.
No, not that.
Come on.
I've got the Gordon in the dress. We have enough.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't need a strike on my channel.
Oh, people would be, too offended by the oxygen deprived baby. But... Oh, you mean the naked vagina, right?
Yes.
Hey, there are plenty of videos on YouTube that, examine the human body, and they get away with showing everything, and I don't know how. But they're very amusing because, they're doctors, so they see, these body parts every day, so it's very nonchalant. But it's very funny to me.
Yeah.
And over here is the anus.
Yeah. I personally the word that makes me laugh more than anus is sphincter.
Sorry, what was that?
The word that for bunghole that makes me laugh more is sphincter.
Sphincter.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It just sounds like a funny word. It just sounds like a funny word,
Yeah, it is. Wow, okay, we're really grasping at straws. Let's change the subject.
Again, if you've made it this far, people, I congratulate you.
I just saw Coolio's poster. Someone just suggested to me James Marsden's Jim Gordon. I am going to say, yes! 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 And Daniel Bryan.
My mom's still shouting at me.
Duke! So you've got to continue. You've got to finish your story, even though we've kind of moved past that subject.
I'm done.
Yeah, I want to know what happens after the baby gets,
Oh, okay. So here's what happened. A good 6 people covered their eyes in fear. A good 2 people ran out of the room. I was laughing my ass off at all of them. And then one girl threw up. And then I died again of laughter. And that's about it. Just pretty much, I kind of died. I sort of fainted from all the laughter. And so I just sort of came to like, oh, what happened? Oh, she had to go to the nurse's office. Okay. That was hilarious. Now I'm just looking at Kurt's comment on Coolio's thing on Facebook. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, like Andrew Bryan.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Yep, you get it.
Damn right I get it. By the way, I figured since you're here, Kirk, I might as well ask you. Chris wanted to know if you wanted to join one of his. He does live videos on wrestling on one of his channels, and he was wondering, like, are you still in for like working with him on one of his videos?
On wrestling? Yeah, sure, man. I mean, I don't get to watch Raw live like America, but sure.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't even get to watch Raw anymore.
Raw's been good. I'm liking the what they're doing at the moment with Daniel Bryan and Triple H, Big Show.
I still like that thing you posted a while back where you showed like the diamond quote.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. I got it straight away just because I remembered that original promo, because I found Randy Orton's reaction very funny when Triple H said, Randy is the diamond, Randy Orton is the coal. It'll be squeezed into the next time. When he said coal, I just remember Randy's reaction of being like, oh, that sounds good.
That's sad. I don't get how that works.
So when he brought it up again, 10 years later, over 10 years later, I went, oh wow, that is attention to detail.
And then I quoted like, so much hair has been lost.
Yes, which is incredibly accurate.
Yeah. 10 years will do that to your hair.
Legally, my microphone is not a chew toy. Yeah, you run. Like, he was thinking about it. I saw him.
He was like, I'm gonna eat that mic.
Could you guys not hear him? Like, because it looked like his nose was really close to the microphone, sniffing it.
Oh no, I heard like a bumping sound, but I thought that was just you holding the mic.
No, that was him bumping into it when I yelled, "Hey!"
You guys see my profile picture, by the way?
I love it.
He looks like an angry Santa Claus.
Zip Coulter.
I forget. Is mine still the Shrek Rock thing?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I still say that it looks like if him and Shrek got caught in a transporter.
So amazing.
Let's see what's been going on in the world. Nothing? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's dinner time for me. It's my sister's birthday, so I better depart. This was a fun talk.
Yeah. We got a lot done about Gordon. That's the best part.
We sure did.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, I really
we
do
got
want.
returns done too. After 2 days, we got returns finished.
We got returns done. Just to clarify, I really do want Zeb Coulter to play Jim Gordon. He's got the best mustache, and on that, I bid you adieu. Hi guys.
Yes, because a mustache means you're going in the running for. You're in the running for Jim Gordon.
Kirk, new joke for What Did We Do? All mustache quality. Look for every mustache photo you can find.
He's already gone.
I need to tell him that now. Hold on.
Don't lose him.
I'll tell him that like in a Facebook message later.
Yes.
He has the right idea, though. I am sort of getting tired.
Yeah, me too. Well,
I can't see it or doing anymore. Wrigley, help me.
I can get the mic now. Now's my chance.
That's distracted. Microphone.
Well, hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, if you've managed to go an hour and 30.
We're still recording, aren't we?
Yeah, I didn't turn off the recording button yet.
Show what friends you are.
Shut up.
I'm kidding.
I know. I'm just having.
I have the opportunity to say worse things to you, and you take offense to that, sir. Now I am offended.
Oh, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. Anyway, people, goodbye. Well, goodbye now. And now, go away.